we'll talk about how enterprises are using AI. And I previously mentioned the Whisper is a model that people commonly use. So this is also very popular in a certain context of everyone's very focused all the time on what's the latest model, what's the newest thing out there, what's the new activity that a model can do, what an AI can do as such. There was I've forgotten the person, there was a person who provided a quote on a podcast recently that said, if we stop all progress on all models and just use all the models that we had in place today at the start of 2025, there's a decade of work to catch up, the overall economy and society of what the opportunity is across those models, if not more. So this is the pattern you're going to see with enterprises in 2025. So using the continued discussion of Whisper. So this is the model that takes audio, so voice to text, and gives you a text output that you can then simply manipulate, put into then a different model like an LLM and analyze. With the Whisper model, what people are doing right now is they're saying, this works. This works. The use case works in our organization. Once again, if it's against customer service or internal meetings, extracting that knowledge base that's often been stored in audio files but not fully utilized. What companies are doing now is just taking the open source models, some of the more recent open source models, and bringing it either on-prem or they're bringing it into their VPC or into their private instance to run, because it means they can now do this privately. So rather than throw in all their insight, their customer insight, or their internal meetings at a third-party AI, where sometimes there's training that takes place depending on which level of plans you use, the enterprises are realizing this is our IP, this is our knowledge of the organization. So this is our enterprise knowledge. There's IP embedded in there. Let's now structure ourselves in a way with these use cases of Whisper model working for us, and let's align it with our standard security and privacy approach. So whether there's customer data and you need that customer data processed in Europe, or whether it's just insight you don't want to have the risk of leaking to other organizations. So what you're going to see with Whisper is this year with enterprises is not looking for the most groundbreaking models, but looking of how can we professionalize our approach to using quite common models that are out there. And then once they've proven that internally of the organization, these enterprises will start saying, what could we do next? And that isn't necessarily saying, let's go and tweak these models more.